How are you today?
Good. If someone answers.
I know, I'm like, am I not on? Can you not hear me? Is that what it is? Is my microphone not on? So you're, no, not so much. You're sleepy. That's an honest answer. I like honest answers. Because that's different. Okay, today's big question. Remember I told you last week we were going to work on big questions, right? So today's big question. Now, I want you to think hard about this. I don't want you to just react too quickly. You ready? Here's the question. Is there a God? Yes. Good answer. Way to go. What do you mean it depends?
Well, because it depends what your religion is.
Oh.
And if you're a Roman, a Greek, you have like all the gods,
Oh, there is that Greek tradition of a bunch of gods. This is there one God? Is there a creator God? Is there a God like we come to worship? And the answer is yes. And you know why I'm willing to say yes so definitively? You're never going to guess. Because I'm religious, okay, but that's not why. So I'll just tell you why. You ready? Science. You reacted exactly the way I expected you to. Your smile dropped off a little. Your eyes kind of flexed a little bit. You're like, wait, what? Science for God? Okay, stick with me on this one. So I'm going to bring up my little cheat sheet website that, oh shoot. It was up. There it is. Okay. So there are 15 major things that have to happen for advanced life to work out just right on the planet Earth. Right? 15 major, everybody talks about the easy one, that the planet has to be the right distance from the sun for there to be water. And then an atmosphere that contains oxygen, right? Those are the easy ones. But there's a list of 15 things I found when I was getting ready for it. I found it on a website called Learn Astronomy HQ, so headquarters.com. And there's 15 things that had to have been just right in order to sustain intelligent life. 15. That's a pretty big list, right? And every one of them had to be exactly right. Now, think about what science says, and that all of that happened randomly. Right? That's what, if they don't want to believe in God, they say it all happened randomly. So, 15 major coincidences that had to be exactly, precisely right, all came together by luck. And so, my point is, the odds of that are like 1 in 2 billion that everything would come out just right. But, if there's a God who understood everything and set it in place so it could be just right, then the odds become a lot easier. So I believe because we exist, because science exists, because science has been able to observe what God has done, it is proof that God exists. Because the chances of everything being just right without God are too small for me to imagine as being realistic.
Why did it do it to one planet?
How many planets would he need?
We have overpopulated Earth by now.
Well, and that is going to be part of, I think it's next week's series of questions, because very soon it talks about the effects of choices. And I don't, oh wait, I took a picture of that so I could find it quickly. Because your question is a good one. But it's coming up. So the answer is stay tuned. When is it coming up? I can't find the list. Okay, taking a picture of that list wasn't the smartest thing after all, because now I can't find the list. Oh well, I know it's coming soon. We'll get back to that question, okay? I promise I'll deal with it. But for now, Just one is a function of God put together the perfect place. Why do it a bunch of times when one will do perfectly to do what God needed to do? So does God exist? Science tells me yes. Well, then God would have to recreate all that. But let's not worry about Earth disappearing. Earth is here. And God is watching out for it. So I think we're going to be okay. So does God exist? Yes. And one of the ways I can tell is when I look at what science has discovered, it proves to me the only logical conclusion is that God created Earth and everything in it to work together just right so that we could exist. Let's pray. Dear God, thank you for giving us Earth and all the perfect conditions in which to live. Help me to use my life to glorify you. Amen. Okay. Everybody out. Everybody has classes out. You can stay if you want to. Oh, my word in heaven. Oh, hey. That's quite a painting you have on the bottom of your snow boot, my friend.